Yes! Get some! Get some! Getting it, folks.
Hi, how's it going?
What's up, everybody? This is YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat on a Sunday in the afternoon, kind of East Coast time. So those back east are maybe able to jump on board and won't be too late for you. So anyhow, I am your host, YeNDoR Nostinamde, also known as Rod Edmondson, class of '92. With me as always as Mr. Chris Walter.
As always, as in sometimes. That's
Always as in sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Good. I'm in the trees. How was your Halloween, by the way?
Basic. I'm so busy I didn't even really notice it was there, you know?
It was funny as we went upstairs and saw my wife's dad. He was like, "Why are you dressed like that?" I go, "It's Halloween, Dad." You know what I mean? And so it was kind of funny. Before I forget, you guys, make sure to subscribe to our channel. It would be great to have more subscribers and be able to bring more people on. And we do have an awesome guest. I've been trying to get this guy on board for quite a while. With Jason Hook, and I'll bring him on just a bit. He's hanging in the lounge, and yeah, man. Oh, I had a pic I was gonna go to share. Where did we go? I want to show you guys this. I can't find it now. Oh, there it is. Here he is. What? That is a pineapple, folks. Is that a pineapple dog?
What?
This is Chris's dog. You don't see
it? I don't see my dog. You got my dog up?
Yep, that's your dog. Oh, you can't see him. Good. Oh, that's odd.
Oh, my dog's name is Diego.
What is Diego? Is that
Diego? Diego Rodriguez is his full name. Yeah.
Chalupa. I call him Chalupa.
I did that so when I take him to the vet, they'll be like, "Diego Rodriguez, are you Mr. Rodriguez?" And I'm like, "Nah, we're no relation. We're just friends." Just
that's awesome, dude. So I did a post on Facebook, like probably about on the 10th of October, and I was trying to think of what to be for Halloween, and so I started checking around, and I started asking on a poll, and I randomly throw in Miss Doubtfire, and oddly enough, 75% of people were saying be Miss Doubtfire. This is me as old lady, and I not quite Miss Doubtfire, but it was more like Mama's Place. I was going to actually shave the beard, but I go, you know what? Screw it. I'll be extra creepy without the beard. So just thought I'd share that. I thought it was fun. So folks, let's go ahead and get the ball rolling, Chris. We have our guest from '92. He turns his head. He's ready to roll. Let's give the man an intro, Chris. Let's bring him on board. What do you say?
Ready?
Yes. Folks, class of '92, the legend. It's been a while before getting him on. Lots to talk about. Folks, Mr. Jason Reese Hook.
What's up?
What's up, brother? How are you, dude?
Good.
Is that the first time you've ever had an intro like that?
I do believe so, yes.
All right.
It's awesome having you on board, man. Like I was telling you, there's like a top 5 people that I've been trying to get on, and I don't want to come across like I'm nagging people at the same time, but I was like, it's so great to have you on board, man.
Yeah, it's good to be here.
Yeah. So did you fix early dinner?
The dinner's cooking right now, and I'm holding the phone in one hand and I have a bottle in the other, feeding.
That's awesome.
I'm making it happen.
Okay, I got a couple of pics. This is I saw this on your site. This is little Kinsley, folks.
That is Kinsley.
What?
She is now 1 year 7 months.
Is she really? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more of an updated picture there.
Oh yeah, that was yesterday.
That was yesterday. Yeah, yes. You posted it. Okay, there's the upgrade. Wow, the transformation. It's funny. There's some kids in our neighborhood that I may get a wave because they're so young, but before you know it, soon as we have a couple words, all about the opinions and curiosities, and can't stop talking.
Yeah.
Are you there yet? Is she to where she's asking you
Not
questions
quite
already?
yet. No, she's just starting to put words together. So
Yeah, gotcha.
yeah.
Well, we've been up to all these years, Hook. I haven't seen you since 90. I think it was 96 when you came down to visit.
Well,
And we had a
the party
big
never
time.
stopped for me
Yeah,
till recently.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
I never wanted the party to stop, but
Yeah,
it comes a point in time when got to shut her down. This little girl next to me is the reason.
yeah.
It
It makes it a
not
little
about
easier,
me no
huh?
more.
Yeah, exactly. Makes it easier to kind of simmer down whenever you have little
Yeah,
one.
and a hummy moved out of state, so that helped.
That helped. Stay in Texas, homie.
Yeah.
So where are you located now? Are you
I'm in Bakersfield, California right
you are in
now.
Bakersfield? Okay.
Yeah. I moved to Oregon for 3 years. I was working out there. I loved it, but the money wasn't there, but I loved it, man. I mean, the only reason I'm glad I came back is because I have my daughter now, but money's really not that important.
Yeah.
I loved living in Oregon.
You did? Did you know anyone up there?
Huh?
What part of Oregon?
I lived in Coos Bay, or 10 minutes outside of Coos Bay, Oregon, in a little town called Coke Hill.
Oh, there you go. Is anywhere close, Chris? Where were you?
Never been. I go to Oregon a lot, but I usually go I-5 corridor. Portland.
Right. I traveled all over Oregon working though, so I've been let's see. Man, all the towns are so hard to remember. I've been to a bunch of small towns. Anyway, I've been all over Oregon.
Yeah.
Where were you at?
I'm near Seattle now, but
yeah. I actually
drive
did
trucks though, so I go to Oregon a lot for work.
Right. I actually did work in Washington for a place called Skate Light. They make it's like masonite, but it's waterproof and all that. They make all the wood for like X Games and all that. I worked on their presses in Washington.
Nice.
Tacoma.
Yeah, I know. I go there a lot.
Yeah.
There you go. What are you doing in Bakersfield nowadays?
Bakersfield, I'm welding, still welding.
Welding.
Yeah, I have a welding rig. I'm doing the same thing Hummy does.
Did you work together with him?
No,
Or
never
you
have.
just- Okay. I didn't know if you were. I remember you guys were in the like a construction class or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think we were really present. We were just there.
Just hit stuff,
Uh-huh.
That's so funny. So how was your Halloween?
Halloween was good. We did a little trick-or-treating, not much. Went to the pumpkin patch. She was Pebbles from the Flintstones. I think I was home in bed by 9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we threw a little. We just kind of walked around and the neighborhood, and we dressed up and we got some candy, and then we have. I don't know if you have a Nextdoor app or not. It's like an app to find out what's going on in your neighborhood, and everyone goes in there and gripes about stuff. Usually,
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, all these adults are coming to houses trying to get candy. I'm like, hey, I'm one of those people. I got my little bag,
Yeah, I noticed it's not like it used to be. Like a lot of porch lights off, a lot of people not wanting, you know what I mean?
Where they just put the candy out there. And
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one house that had this like pipe that they'd shoot candy through down this pipe, and then it would show up in front of you or whatever when you go by.
Right.
The house. But,
Nice.
I know. I used to get pillowcases and come back with like a half a pillowcase full of candy back in the day. You would just run. You would just like run to the next house. You know what I mean? That's funny. Well, you had some couple people said they were going to be able to stop by. Patton is sick. He was going to jump on board, and he randomly says he's not feeling well. So I'm like, lost opportunity, but we'll get him on board here soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Yeah, so I ended up. I was just going to show this right quick. I got some points. My wife Rachel had a birthday last week, and check this out. She won. She's last year. She wanted to ride a horse, and I was like, I couldn't find anybody to rent for the day of her birthday, and so she was really bummed about it. So not only I lined this up, Hook. Check this out, dude. I got her a unicorn. Bam.
That's what's up.
Is that funny or what?
Yeah. Those are hard to come by.
Oh my gosh. It was random on the same actually next door app. I was asking randomly, like, does anybody know where I can find a unicorn to rent? I know it's and most of them were like ponies. Oh yeah, actually I put this up too. What this is out.
Look at him. What? Rachel got a unicorn. Beautiful. Wow.
Rad,
Cool.
Yeah, he was a perfect horse because he's like 20 years old. So then he was like really kind of like slow and gentle. You know what I mean? I was like, man, I want to put her on a horse and she's gonna get bucked off. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And luckily I was asking about the age of the horse. I go, is she really mild temper? I mean, I don't want to, so it all worked out. And now she wants to come back. It was a great neutralizer. You know what I mean? You always find something. You'll find out with Kinsley too what the neutralizer is. If right. South, they're like, boy, give her this. I'm like, oh, right. Everything's back to normal again.
Yeah. Right now it's like car keys, my hat. Pretty simple right now. I'm sure it's gonna get it'll change soon.
I had a neighbor once say that if you put like a balloon on like each one of the ankles with a tie and then the hands, and then they can like, they get mesmerized by like, shiny or bright colored objects and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just got back from Taft. We went to my dad's because it was his birthday yesterday. I took Kinsey over there. He got her a balloon. And about halfway home, she was over the balloon. She was like punching it and get it away from me. And I'm trying to drive and reach back and get the balloon. And yeah. So you're right. It worked for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, everybody has their
yeah.
Thing. I thought I had a picture of your pops in yours. I have like this queue on the system that I'm able to filter in pics and everything.
Right.
Oh, here he is. What? Kevin Hook. I didn't realize that he went to school with my mom.
Oh, really?
Same class. I didn't realize that.
You want to get on here, Kins? Come up here. Come on.
Oh, come up here. In the flesh.
Come up here.
Look at her.
Who that?
Hello, Kins.
You're live right now. This is all the way live. You're all the way live right now.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
That's funny. She's like, she's watching TV. She's like, I'm watching TV or something, huh?
Yeah. She's
awesome.
A good girl, man, though. I can't complain. She's a real good baby girl.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also Ryan Shuck just had a kid recently.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one of the old dad crew.
I know. Old dad crew. There's a movie called, I think, Old Dads.
I just watched it. Yeah.
Bill Burr. You see that?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious. They're showing that how how things are now. Like, what was that?
Right.
The kid like bumps his elbow or his knee, and he's all put some dirt on it. And then the guy's like, "What are you talking about, dirt? You need to go get some peroxide and put some Neosporin on that."
Yeah, and there's that one kid that's just horrible and hits the pregnant woman in the stomach, and
I know.
And his mom's like, "Oh." You just,
dude, I cringed. I go,
so did I.
That was like the worst thing to see. Even though it was fake, you're like, oh my gosh, and then the mother was like, oh, it's all, she didn't react to it.
Yeah, like, he's just going through something right now.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Anything Bill Burr's in. I think he actually directed or wrote that movie. It doesn't surprise me. A lot of his stand-up act is in the movie itself. So, yeah.
Right.
But so what else are you into, Hook? What else is new with you, man?
Nothing much. Just trying to take care of this baby girl the best I can, and yeah.
I spoke with you. with you briefly, not to cut you off, but I was talking about the cold showers and stuff.
I have not started that yet. No.
I got Chris on board. Chris has had that before.
Yeah.
And now it's getting colder, so I just go outside a lot. And
just go outside.
It's cold out there.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely is a cortisol spike, and I'm trying to do it once a week to get in the cold bath thing, and because it totally pops me up for like days. It's crazy, you know what I mean? Especially if you're not feeling quite right and the dopamine level's low, and but you know, I did only 30 seconds in a cold shower towards the end of the shower, and then I went to a minute and progressively built up to where the ice bath. And the moments before you get into an ice bath are like the hardest because you're staring at the water. And then to me, I hate wasting anything, right? So if I buy the ice and it's in the tub, I'm like, oh shit, man, I got to do it. I mean, I can't waste the ice. You know what I mean? So then I have my little timer. I'm like, all right, just go for 2 minutes. Let's do this. You know?
Right.
I worked all the way up to 12 minutes at one point, but now I'm not adapted to it. So it's like starting over in a way. So you have to kind of get it back. But the longer that you're in it, the more benefits you get out of it at the same time. You know, so there's people who do it like daily for 3 minutes, but that's a lot of ice.
Yeah.
That's an experience.
No, I've partied so much all my life. I'm just still trying to learn how to live normal. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I hear you.
So yeah, but it's good. It's good.
Are you getting to where like you're not trying to numb out as much now, or?
Oh yeah. I don't have much cravings, but I do hit meetings and stuff, like NAAA, and I go to church. I'm involved in my church. Like I'm involved in the children's ministry. So tonight at 6, I got to go there and check the kiddos in. You know, so I'm there for a couple hours. Just find other stuff to do with your time. You know, my biggest thing is boredom and loneliness. So,
yep.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this right now.
Right on.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here.
I just found something else then. Perfect.
Yeah. Anytime you want to ever jump on and you see somebody that you'd want to chat with, you know, you're always welcome, man.
All right.
I'm actually 4 weeks today sober, to be honest with you.
Nice.
Yeah, 4 weeks. So it's just
nice.
about a month. Yeah, I had I don't know if I told you, Chris, yet, but I had an episode where I had an afternoon off and Rachel went somewhere else, and I had like a 6-hour what do I do with myself thing, you know? And I ended up barbecuing in the garage. Everything is going good. I had like 2 beers, right? And everything was going well. Before you know it, you know, 1 or 2 turned into 3. And then I looked back, I didn't realize how many I had, and I ended up passing out. And I woke up still intoxicated and having to drive to pick her up. It was nasty. It was bad. And then the next day I woke up, I had to reassess things. And I ended up researching what alcohol actually does to your body, because if I can convince myself on that end as well, it makes it a lot easier. But yeah, I go, man, no wonder I've been you know, partying myself since 20. So I'm going, there's about 30 years of just getting after it, sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And yeah, it's just I'm trying to find things enjoyable outside of intoxication. You know what I mean? So I started painting. You know, I was telling you, and that's been working. Or else just getting something done, you get a dopamine spike. Like if you have errands or projects or whatever to keep your mind active, it's helped me too. You know what I mean?
Right.
Chris, you're a lush, right? So what's your story? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a performer and not, you know, and be like sober during the whole performance. Have you?
Yeah, there's, you know, I mean, I'd play the music and stuff, and it doesn't really. I used to do comedy a lot, and I was the only one who wasn't smoking pot and getting drunk, you know. But no one like didn't include me in their stuff because I wasn't doing it or anything. So he was always fine.
I think one of the main thing though too when you go sober, you kind of feel like you're gonna lose your personality or your craft, whatever that is. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times when you're smoke or drink, then you get that spike and you get creative and
You
you
get
feel
better.
like you're gonna,
Yeah.
you
You
feel
get
like you're
better.
gonna lose it if you're not under the influence. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, I do mushrooms from time to time. Makes it's very helpful for.
That's the Mike Tyson way.
Yeah. Under full
and Joe Rogan and
yeah. And Rod Edmondson. What? Did I say that? No, to be honest with you, I meant to always talk about it on this broadcast, but this wouldn't be a broadcast if it wasn't for mushrooms. I'll just have to tell you.
Right. Hey, well, they got those like candy bars now and stuff. You just go down to the, your local smoke shop and there's infused with mushrooms,
Yeah, so it's
crazy.
Now. It's legal now. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
No, I not for the party side of mushrooms, but more for the therapeutic side.
Right.
Pulling out.
I've read a couple things on that. It's kind of cool.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
And I got to tell you, I'll just tell you, even though this is a public thing, I don't care. When I first smoked, it didn't work. Right, I smoked pot once, then twice it didn't work. So I go, screw it, I'm gonna go to my buddy's house. I won't say who it is because but it's not private. But I ended up taking a bong hit and I took smoked out of a pipe, and then we finished with a joint. And I was determined on making this thing work. You know what I mean? And I had so much, and I went to a field party, and I was so paranoid. You know what I mean? I was like, what's going on? And this this girl that I was with at the time, she gives me lemon salt, like in a little package, right? And I didn't know it very well. Do you remember Kelly Simmermaker by chance? Hook? Do you remember? She's a
I don't think so.
Amber Waldchuck back in the day. Yeah. Anyway, she gives me it. Then she goes, "Oh yeah, this is crank." You know what I mean? And then I was super like, what? And I was like, maybe it is, because I don't know her that well. Maybe you know what I mean? And she thought it was so funny. Then after a while, I'm like, this crank kind of tastes like lemony flavor to it. You know what I mean? And no, I just went to excessive, but I kind of did the same thing with the mushrooms. I was going to do a heroic dose because I was going to commit. And I didn't realize until afterwards that you're supposed to have the patches on your eyes. I mean, because you want to internally get the therapy rather than just get the visuals looking at stuff, So I did up to 7 grams.
What?
And it was a
what?
Well, I know.
And you're still with us.
Yeah, and the thing about it is they call it lemon tech, to where you soak it in psilocin into lemon water.
Okay.
And it's supposed to.
The vitamin C or whatever.
Yeah, well, no, it helps to digest it. Helps you.
And the flavor probably isn't that great either.
Yeah, and it turns into psilocin, then gets right into your system. So I honestly thought, I didn't know if it can actually kill you. I thought I was on my way out. It was like so extreme for me. I thought I was checking out. I was like, hey, it wasn't your fault. I'm telling Rachel, like, this isn't your fault. I did it to myself. Be there for my parents. You know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah.
Here are all the passwords to all.
Total bad trip.
Yeah, it was bad. But once I found out I wasn't gonna die, then I was like, oh, I think it all just went away in a moment. You know what I mean? And then I started overwhelmingly a feeling of connection and joy and happiness, and it lasted for 3-4 days afterward, at least. I'm like, man, am I gonna always feel like this? This is great.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I had an overwhelmingly desire to connect, and to talk to people I haven't talked to in a long time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was talking to Shane Gentry, and I go, I know how to do a broadcasting thing because of my wife's recovery. And then we transitioned, and here we are, 90 episodes or 89 episodes later.
Nice.
That was during the pandemic. That was what happened.
So right, happy ending.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
haven't gotten back to a macro dose like that since
Yeah.
that moment in time. So yeah, little scarred from it. But I was like, man, I thought it was gone. It was like I was trying to control the trip rather than the trip controlling me. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I was trying to get comfortable, and rather than just relaxing and lying on your back with the mask on, with the symphony orchestra in the background, in your headphones or whatever. But yeah, dude, I was
Yeah,
like,
me,
man.
me. Well, I won't say their names, but me and a couple buddies. Yeah, well, me, Tudor and Cranford.
That's right.
We're over.
Present on social media. So
Right. We're over at. Who was some? I think it was Tudor's older brother's house, and I thought I could control a dart for the dartboard. So the dartboard's in front of me.
Yeah.
But I thought I could curve it into the dartboard, so I threw it the opposite direction.
Oh,
you know what I mean? And it went right into his speaker.
Yeah.
You're all gonna do a little.
And he goes, "My brother's gonna kill me."
Oh man, yeah, it's like shoot and pull. You thought you'd get a little English on it and coming around.
Yeah. I thought I was gonna throw a lot in. I thought I was gonna curve ball that dart into the dartboard.
Oh man. So you and Cranford and Patton came down to visit.
Yeah.
I want to say it was 96. Was it 96? Something like that? 96,
97? It's been a long time.
Okay, I showed you some pics already, and I always like to throw some pics on board. Look at the Mac over here, Chris. Look at this guy. What?
With the orange hair, that's right.
I love the orange hair too, man. I went black and white on a couple of these. There's a couple other ones we met. There's another one. And here's Cranford. Check this out. Bam.
Yeah, putting him down.
Notice I got the shot when he won, not like the struggle.
Right.
And then it was cool. Patton was there, and we went to this beach house. I think we started walking. That was one of the episodes that YeNDoR'a got too intoxicated and remembered blemishes of the event or whatever. But we started at Hooters, and then we went and walked down Newport, and we
saw Rodman and on his boat with his cocaine connect.
Yeah.
The long hair biker dude.
We're all shouting at him too. I remember shouting
Yeah.
You got cut from the Lakers. It was right after he got cut from the Lakers not having his shoes or something like that. They said, hey, you're out of here. That was a good time. But it was one of those times I was like, Chris, after 2 beers, dude, you better put me into some type of like a locker or something. Shove me in there. But it was fun. Here's a shot of us hanging out with the girls. See? What?
Yeah.
There's Cranford on the far left. I think I'm a little already sideways right there. I think the girl was like pulling away from me. I was bummed that Patton was sick. He was on board of coming on today.
Who, Patton?
Yeah.
And he didn't show, huh?
I know. I'll get a time where, and then Campbell, Terry Campbell was going to come on too. There's going to be an episode where we have you, Chris, Campbell, and Patton on the same time.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. I didn't realize that Terry had fought like Shane Irving like twice.
Oh, years and years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't realize that. He was telling us about that story and everything. There was it was almost like a pay-per-view. He goes, there must have been 100 people out there.
I was too young. I wasn't there, but I heard about it.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I go, you missed your calling, Terry. Go back.
Yeah.
He goes, I'll probably break a hip.
Yeah.
Oh man. So you got the little Kinsley. Is that your only daughter, son?
Yep.
And was this something that was like a surprise, or was it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, a blessing is what it was.
Blessing.
I just, I had lived the life that I lived for so long. I kind of just figured having a child wasn't in my deck of cards. You know what I mean? And I pretty much that's just what it was for me. But then this little angel came along and changed my life, man.
I hear you, dude. I hear you. Was is Mama in the picture, or
Yes,
are you
Mama
married
is.
now, or
No,
no?
not yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah, Mom's in the picture. She's an amazing mother. She takes very good care of this girl, and
Is she a 25-year-old girl at Applebee's that you hooked up with, or what?
no, she's 9 years younger than me, but not quite that.
Not quite that. You're not hitting on the classmates' daughters. You're
No.
Hey, no, I'm just kidding.
Nothing like that.
Well, that's cool, dude. What does she do?
She's a mom.
Oh, she's a mom.
She
Oh,
take-
there you go.
She's a mom right now. Yeah.
Domestic engineer.
Yeah.
There you go. That's awesome, dude. Does she know of your legend of Taft?
Yeah, she knows my past. Yeah. She doesn't know all of it, but yeah, she knows.
Yeah. I remember having you. I had you in Mr. Moore's class in photography. I think
Yeah. That was a good class.
5th period, and you'd come back, and Moore would go, "Jason, did you go swimming at lunch today?" And he would always have his little wisecracks about you. It was so hilarious.
Yeah.
I'm on the swim team.
Yeah.
Then you put your head back down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a fun class. He let us get away with just about anything in there. Anything like was creative. I just like the creative classes. I don't know.
Right.
Chemistry and all that. That's something that Chris took. And didn't you take chemistry? Weren't you a bookworm in school there, Chris, or no?
Me? No. I took biology. I was more biology, but yeah. I took photography too, but it was 1st period.
Oh, there you go. I know. I'm like photography, anything artsy, TV productions, and when's recess or when's lunch? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Classes too. I did the drama classes, and I was in chess club because that was indoors during lunchtime. During the summer when it's all hot, we were indoors playing chess.
Playing chess.
Yeah.
Chris was super quiet in school until the day Les Clark got in his face. And the 4th time he sparred Les Clark in the left field, one of the baseball practices. It was the highlight of my life.
Bruce Lee brawl down. We did that. But I met Jason. I don't remember if I was still in high school or if it was like after high school, but we met. You asked me for a ride to a party. It was just random. Like I happened to be around and you were like, "Hey, can you take me to a party?" So I gave you a ride to a party, and your friend had a beer in his hand. He was like, "Do you mind if I have a beer?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm a miner, open containers. Let's go."
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, take you guys out to a party somewhere.
Oh, one of the 25 party spots on the hills, right? Oh. We're just trying to narrow it down of how many there's actually back in the day. We'd say there's Mickey's, Paradise, or going down Churchill.
Right.
Trying to remember.
What was the other one? Where was that party that I had that band at? What was it? Where was that? Remember that?
25 Hill?
No, it was Ford City area.
Oh, maybe I missed that one. Dang it.
Oh, you must have that band Sarge Loda or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they played out there in the fields. It was my birthday. I think it was my 22nd. I think I was 22. So, or maybe it was 20. My 20th birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
I moved to Bakersfield from Taft when I was 19. Yeah, about 19. So I missed it.
Yeah.
I missed it.
Dang it.
Did you go to any field parties, Chris? Did you do a keg stand at a field party or anything like that? Throw some tumbleweeds.
I went to a couple out in the desert wilderness. Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one I went to, I saw Nikki Henry there when I think I was a freshman, and she was like, "What are you doing here?" She told me, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here." I was like, I go, just because I look like I'm in the 5th grade doesn't mean, you know.
Right.
Oh man. Well, this is good having you on board, Hook. This is great. Yeah. I thought I had another pick to show here. Da, da, da.
Hey, so are these so all these things you do, are they like can you go back and watch them and stuff? Like are they like all your
Like, so I have like, I think this is the 89th one, right? I have the first like 5 that are on YouTube. So
Yeah.
subscribe to YouTube, folks. But you can go back, but I have a large gap that I still haven't transferred from Facebook over to YouTube. So if you went to the YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT chat Facebook channel and go to the videos, those are all of them, and I'm still kind of
Okay.
transferring them over to, so they're on it, because I want to put like who was on that episode, so you can like see who was on before you watch it. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah.
Would be ideal, you know. But yeah. So I mean, I think I still have like 40 of them that are still in the tank over in Facebook. But yeah, if you were to go on and watch them, there was a lot of things that happened in the public broadcast that and so I went to a private one. I go, maybe I should have a private one, because some of the things were kind of racy and kind of like,
Yeah.
one of our classmates was hitting on somebody pretty strong, and his
Oh,
wife
during the chat?
yeah, and his wife was in the room. And and I go, shh, you don't need, but we thought it was all funny, but
Oh, he didn't know.
but yeah, and his wife didn't think it was too funny. So yeah, so I go, let's just do a private one, because I don't want anything like, you know. But yeah, especially that during the pandemic, people all kind of like, you know, isolated, and definitely want to have a good time. And so it was fun.
Right.
But anyhow, yeah, we may end up getting Monique to stop in. This is Monique. She loves it when I show this picture. You know, she hanging out in Vegas over there. She actually had brain surgery like a month ago, and we were waiting for her to kind of heal a little bit from it. And I can't wait to hear what she has to say about the process. Imagine that, like, oh, you're gonna have brain surgery tomorrow. I'm like, what? And the incision here, and took the skull off and poked in there, and that's just crazy. So anyway, so she may pop on. If not this episode, probably be the next one or something like that.
Okay.
But I'm very curious about it.
Yeah.
So Chris, what's going on with this guy with the Band Wars? What?
Band Wars.
Anything new going on?
Watch Band Wars on Amazon Prime and free on YouTube. Yeah, we're filming season 2. I've been writing a lot of scripts for that, and they have a new show, the Kate and Ticker show. It's on, I forgot what network, in PBMTV, and I'm doing all the voiceover work for that.
Nice.
Yeah, there's stuff.
There's some pretty good bands on there.
Yeah, most of them are local Seattle area, but I mean, Band Wars has bands from all over the world on that one. So yeah, it's like Jackass, but it's with bands.
Right.
It's fun. It's fun.
Cool.
To be with it, and they were nice enough to put my band on there, so I'm cool with that.
Are you still playing with your boy, with your son?
Yeah, he's my upright bass player, and
the guardian of the sound guardian.
yeah,
I like sound guardian going off the sound guardian.
Yeah, where there's the shapeshifter is the upright bass player, and the guardian of the sound handles all the technical stuff.
There he is.
Yeah, Hypnotex. Check us out, Hypnotex. Yeah, I'm filling in. There's another band. It's like a soft rock Americana thing. It's not something that I do at all, but I know the drummer and their guitar player has a surgery coming up, so I'm filling in for them. So I'm learning all their stuff.
All their music, huh? Wow.
Yeah, it's like soft rock stuff.
You're all playing Air Supply and Hall and Oates and shit.
It's I guess it'd be compared to like Howie Day kind of stuff.
Ah,
Yeah.
here's another
Good,
pic.
good for a coffee. Hey, that's
Hey, there you are. Just a couple pictures
Yeah.
in there. There he is. There he
Punk
is.
rockabilly.
So it's like but it's like rockabilly slash like outer space music, right?
Yeah, our band.
How would you
we call
explain
it
it?
Sci-Fi Billy.
Sci-fi Billy.
Yeah, Sci-Fi Billy. It's punk rockabilly, but we're from the planet ZR3, and all of our songs are sci-fi, outer space kind of themed.
So it's like the Stray Cats made it to Mars, sort of thing.
and
the
became a
Jetsons.
little heavier. Yeah.
A little heavier.
Nice. I
Yeah,
could
but-
check that out.
Yeah, check us out. We're on. We have a few videos on YouTube. We're on all the music platforms, and on Instagram. Follow me at Hypnotex Band.
I was gonna ask you, do you still play multiple instruments at the same time, or do you just
Yeah,
play the guitar now, or
I
did you
play
veer away
guitar.
from that?
Drums. I still play I had an opportunity to get a drummer a couple of times, but it's like a nice novelty to play the drums myself. And people, it's easier to get booked that way because it's a little different rather
No,
than.
but simultaneously, do you
Yeah,
you do? That's crazy.
yeah, it's a foot drum. You've seen my foot drum, right?
Yeah.
Well, you saw pictures of it. Yeah, it's a full drum kit at my feet. And I play that and the guitar and sing.
See, when I see you do all that at the same time, it's discouraging for me because I'm like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like trying to get 3 notes on a guitar, and you're like playing drums and guitar, and you're
Yeah,
singing
but-
and playing the harmonica and doing your kids' homework and all that at the same time. I'm like, gosh, I think I'll just paint. I'll do something else.
Yeah.
So what do you do? That's artsy, Hook. I know you weld. That's an art in itself, right?
Artsy, yeah, I love fabricating stuff. I got me a nice little garden out back. So I do that. I have a bunch of plants, flowers. But super artsy stuff I don't do much of,
Maybe you haven't found it yet. Like
Maybe not, yeah.
It's in there. You just haven't channeled it.
Right.
Channeled it quite yet. No. Right on.
I've been numbed for so many years, you know what I mean?
Are you getting like emotion overload? Like, are you getting like more emotions coming in and out?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It's kind of nice actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of nice to be human again,
Yeah, because after a while, if you're depending on if it's drug or alcohol or whatever, then you're just kind of drinking or doing a drug just to feel normal. It's not even not even a high after a while.
No,
you know what I mean?
No.
Yeah, I don't think that's a part of what people don't get with drugs and alcohol.
Right.
But yeah, I think the more that I found out that alcohol hits your brain, hits every organ in your body, and it doesn't discriminate. It just kind of like wears you down. I saw the thing on Steve or Matthew Perry from Friends who had passed away. Man, he got deep into drugs and alcohol, and he wasn't really that recognizable there towards the end. I was like,
really,
I didn't realize. Yeah, sad story.
Yeah, there wasn't nothing I wouldn't do. So like, yeah, it was. The quality of life is way better today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just is,
Yeah, if you'll feel healthier and probably end up remembering some dreams.
Right.
Too, right.
I mean, yeah, like your world becomes so small when you're doing all that stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's just to the Connect's house and back, and that's your world.
Yeah.
And it's garbage,
But though, when you grow up somewhere where there's not a lot to do, and the best thing to do is just to find your friends and just go party somewhere or be destructive or whatever.
Yeah. Like growing up in Taft, I loved it though, man, because it like you knew everybody. We rode dirt bikes, it was cool. It was way cool, and and even then, high school came and the parties were cool, and that was cool and fun. And I'm not sure when it became a problem for me, but I I loved growing up in Taft. You know what I mean? I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
When did you move to Taft, or when did you?
Well, I did leave Taft for a little bit and went to West High for my sophomore year, and then I came back for my junior, senior.
Yeah, but I mean, did you live in Taft all along? Were you born in Taft?
Oh yeah, no, I was born in Bakersfield and grew up in Taft all my life.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. There you go.
Yeah,
I moved to Taft my 8th grade year, and I met Wade Smith on the bus.
Oh yeah,
and he says, "Why did you come here? Like, why would you?" You know, I was like, "Oh, that's not a good greeting."
But Taft was so much better when they had, you know, all that oil money. They had Taft College Cougar football team.
Yep.
And just, I don't know, just everything was better back then in Taft. You know, it's like, it's not the same place for sure.
Yeah, I went for our class reunion, and yeah, just a lot of just run down places. And I go, man, this used to be here. I'm like, oh, this is where I used to work at Pizza Hut. That's not there anymore. And there's going down the streets. It's just and it's like a shell of itself in a way.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's sad.
Maybe I just went on a bad day, but that's what the vibe I got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what we'll say that.
Yeah, I actually wore this shirt to the reunion. I go, you know what? I'm not dressing up for this. I'm having it. If you got to drive a dirt road to get to your reunion, then I can wear a band shirt. So there you go. Of course, I was the only one wearing a band shirt, but still. I'm like, didn't you get the memo? Well, yeah, we would love to have you come back on, Hook, whenever we have.
Absolutely. Hey, so is this one right now? Is this live right now, or is this?
We are live. Yeah.
That's right. Cool.
So we haven't got shut down yet.
We'll try next time.
Yeah, we'll try harder.
Yeah, get Hummy on here, and Patton and Terry Campbell.
Yep.
Yeah. We'll see if we can get her shut down.
You try to find Cranford because he's lost in space, and
Cranford. That's going to be a tough one.
What is it about social media that he's so like?
I don't know. He's never really been too much into it, you know.
It's not for everyone.
Yeah, that's just how Cranford has always kind of been like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's a good dude. Still arm wrestling? Is he still arm wrestling? I wonder.
I don't know. You know what I mean? I haven't seen him in a long time. Like I said, I missed the class reunion. I really wanted to see him, but I missed it. I need to get up there to Tahoe to see him.
Is that where he is? Is it Tahoe?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, living the dream.
I saw him at the reunion, and he was, you know, he was with us at the thing, and he goes, "Yeah, last time I saw you, Rod, you got us kicked out of 3 bars." I was like, "Oh man."
He was talking about Newport.
Yeah, I was like, "You did?" I don't remember going to 3 bars. Like, maybe that's why he got kicked out. I was like, "Oh, you know, it is what it is."
Nah, we've all been there.
Yeah, I know. I'm just glad. I don't miss waking up the next day with anxiety of like, what happened last night, and you're trying to review your intoxicated night and trying
anxiety.
To
what about the hangover?
That comes with it. I'm like, give me some water and let me just see if I could patch up any type of, you know, chaos that I, you know, inadvertently created. So, you know, but I'm 4 weeks sober, so there you go.
That's right.
Nice.
Well, let's go ahead and transition into. You got to go get. You're taking off, Chris, though, right?
Yeah, I got to get my daughter home.
Go get the daughter home.
And I got to finish dinner.
There you go. We're all busy. Well, thanks for coming on board, Hook. And I'm
going to do it again. I'm ready to do it. I want to do it again.
I'm excited. This is good. All right, I'll do what I can to use my golden shovel and dig people up and bring them on, and I'll send you the links.
Sounds good.
All right, brother.
All right, bro. Thank you.
Play us out, Chris, if you will, and
that's right.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel.
See you all again.
All right, good seeing you, Hook.
All right, buddy. Later.
Later, brother. Yes. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining. Make sure to subscribe. Show your support. Until next time, YeNDoR'S WiLDCaT Chat. Thanks again, Chris Walter. In your face on a Sunday. See you guys.